man. I'm sitting here minding my business, and Spirit just dropping messages on me. So here's another one. All right. This may be triggering for some of you. And I say let it trigger you. Because sometimes we need to be triggered in order to see the truth, see what's going on inside of ourselves, see what's really going on in our world and in our life. This is VDM TV. My name is Voyager Shemayim, and I'm just giving you this prophetic message. Please don't be offended at my colorful language, but I got to say it how I feel it in this motherfucker. Now, go ahead and hit them likes, comment, subscribe, and share this video, please. Now, I want to talk to you today about this bitch-ass, fucked-up-ass world system that we're living in. So, I work like the average person, and a 9-to-5, I mean. And I know in myself and I know in my heart that shit ain't part of my destiny in terms of like my goal, like this is what I came here to do. Hell fucking no. It's not. First of all, I have issues with authority figures, and I'm going to just be plain and blunt and honest about that. Not every authority figure. Because see, what it is that my spirit is set up as a non-conformist. Okay? So I don't do well with strict ass rules and people trying to control you and say you got to do it like this, and if you don't do it like this, it got to be this way, my way or the highway type bullshit. That irritates my spirit, because I understand innately that life don't work like that. Neither is it designed to work like that. Yes, there is a thing called structure and order and decency and all that type of thing. Yes, there is. Because you can have a chaos, watch this, that is malignant. That's not good. Somebody say, well, what part of chaos is good? Oh, there's some good chaos. Oh, yeah. Some of you, in fact, listen to this. You cannot even fall asleep without some form of chaos or noise in the background. Hello, somebody. For the most part, in order for me to go to bed, there got to be some river sounds in the background. And I've been sleeping like that for a number of years. You understand what I'm saying? It's not to say that I can't fall asleep in silence, but it's just, if it's too silent and then there's a noise, it might break through the silence and hit right to waking me up. So that's why I sleep with the river sounds or the fan in order to buffer any of those loud, extreme noises. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but you ever had your eyes closed and you hear a bang or a noise, and even though your eyes closed, you can see a white flash behind your eyes? You see what I'm saying? So that's you picking up the frequency of the sound, the bop. So it has a frequency, it has a sound. So that's why I do that. So that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all can't even sleep or get into some kind of meditative state without there being some kind of chaos in the background. So, this system is fucked up. So I have issues with people that be trying to control and dominate everybody as if everybody thinks the same way, acts the same way. My spirit resists that in terms of my employment, my career history. And I find that every 9-to-5 has these toxic elements. You know what I'm saying? You got all the characters and archetypes. You know them. You got the kiss ass. You got the whore, male or female, that done fuck their way to the top or into a position. Because your mind has no alternative to be like, okay, how the fuck did you get this position? Because you're such a piece of shit. Like, you don't know anything. You're dumb as fuck. Let's be honest. You ever seen one of them men just, I'm like, they is dumb. Or they're just so incompetent, but it's like, how the fuck did you get in this position? Like, they don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? So I don't like that shit. And I've done it for years. I can do it. Don't hear what I'm saying and think, hear the intensity of my speech and hear and think that I'm like this rebellious, troublesome person. Actually, quite contrary. I'm very kind, very compassionate. I can be submissive. See, I got this dual nature going on. So that's why I don't understand how I'm born a Scorpio. You would think I'm a Gemini. So I'm able to be flexible in that sense, probably because of the water element. But I don't like it. That's not me. You understand what I'm saying? It's not my true self. I think somebody out there listening to me feels exactly what I'm coming from. And so I know that I'm supposed to be a boss. I'm supposed to be in some kind of business where I work for myself and do what I love to do. The Spirit gave it to me a few years ago and said, listen, there is no such thing as the American dream. That's an illusion. Some of you had your real ass wake up call realizing what the fuck I'm saying. There is no such thing as the American dream. The Spirit said, listen to this, it's very important. The only dream is yours. I hope you didn't miss what I said or you didn't understand what I'm saying. The American dream is like, this, nice house, cat, dog, wife, husband, kids, good job, career. Maybe you own your own business, car, all that type of fluffy movie shit. That's the American dream, if you don't know what it is, because, I might have different people from all over the world watching my videos. But that's a lie. It's a lie because most of y'all that are living in America, or at least the western part of the world, or wherever you are, most of us are not going to live that fabricated ideal life and destiny for many reasons. Number one, that's boring as hell. There's no variety. Sometimes you get something that you've been slaving and lusting over, desiring over, and you realize you don't even like the shit. You don't even want the shit, or it's not healthy for you holistically. Are you getting it? Shit, some of y'all experience that with spouses, but I ain't gonna fuck with y'all today. But you know what it is. You know what it is. Okay, and so back to this system, this Babylon system. It is so unhealthy, so imbalanced, so fucked up. It's not natural. It is not in alignment with God's plan for you, nature's plan for you as a human being having, your spiritual experience. Or you can flip that statement around if you want to, but you get what I'm saying. It's not healthy. Like I was at work one day, the Spirit said to me, he said, look, you see this shit, you here working 8 hours a day. Spirit was like, that's not natural for you. And I'm like, that is so true. It's not. If you look at, I'm gonna give you a little experiment. Some of y'all probably already on what I'm about to talk about. And I haven't watched them in a long time. Y'all probably know them. But it's a couple in Azerbaijan. That's in the Turkey area, right? Part of the world. And they live on a farm and they cook these delicious foods. Oh my God. It's a lady and a man. Sometimes you see the other young people, they got the dogs running around playing, the cats playing, and they're in nature, they're in the mountains, they're in the woods. And I'm like, and they don't talk. And so I'm like, when you're watching them, you feel so calm. You feel so at peace. You're like, okay, it's not city life, ain't no ratchet shit going on, but it feels and looks so peaceful. And they're just doing their yard work, chopping down trees, cutting firewood, pickling food for the winter, cooking their food outside in the grill and the stove. It's so fucking calm and serene. And if you haven't seen them, go find them. Just type up country life cooking, something like that. You're going to see it. You're going to run right into it because it's very popular. But it was such a revelation for me. And I'm like, see, this is what God designed. Goddess designed for us as human beings. To Watch this. Live in nature with nature. Because you are fucking nature. Hello. Your earth, air, fire, and water, and spirit. You understand what I'm saying? So you working in the motherfucking building like a goddamn vampire. You go into work, it's nighttime. Well, it's morning, but it's dark outside. You in the building for 8 fucking hours. You come out, it's motherfucking nighttime. When do you get vitamin D3? When do you connect with Ra? When do you connect with the sun god? Huh? You just on this lunar shit. That's why you a lunatic, motherfucker. When do you get out and get some sunlight on your goddamn skin? That shit is unnatural. You understand? You are supposed to be in nature with nature. That's where you belong. When's the last time you seen a stressed out bird? Or a stressed out, animal or some shit? It don't exist. They just walking around, foraging for food, rummaging, hunting, playing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. In your human way, of course. I'm not going to put you on the level as an animal, but you get what I'm saying. It's not natural, fam. You working 8 hours a day. Come on, 40 hours a week. Some of you motherfuckers working 60 hours in a 40-day week. What the fuck is wrong with you? Huh? Look yourself in the mirror and ask, what the fuck is wrong with me? Because there is something wrong with you. Oh, I got goals to meet. I pay these bills. Slow down. Slow down. Because again, that's you are a victim to the system. That's why you think like that. That's why you operate like that. But it's not normal. This is why you die earlier. You look old as fuck earlier. You're stressed out. You want to beat everybody's ass. I'm saying, fam, just look into it. Look into what I'm saying. And you will see that this system is fucked. It's not right. Back to the people that be in Turkey, Azerbaijan. They be cooking and they be calm. You think they work straight like that? It's 8 hours a day. Talking about something you get a break after 4 hours. That bullshit. No. They probably work like maybe 1 or 2 hours. They sit down, eat a couple berries and fruits. Lunch, they go back to work. Lunchtime come around. They had their tea. You know what I'm saying? And they crackers or whatever, or some toast or something like that. And then they go back to work. So you see, they take many breaks. A lot of them, they be chilling. They break and then they go take a little nap outside under the hammock, relaxed. When you see them working, they don't have an ounce of stress on them at all. And I could assure you, they're doing more vigorous work than your ass is doing sitting in the motherfucking cubicle, turning your brain into water with those toxic ass customers. Hello, somebody. I know I'm preaching to somebody. You come from work, you straight, you got all them spirits on you that you done picked up from work, picked up from dealing with them demonic ass customers, screaming and vomiting in your ear energetically. I'm preaching. You don't even know how to spiritually cleanse yourself from that shit. You go right to bed with that motherfucker and wonder why your life is in such disarray. Because you got all them goddamn spirits attached to you. You need a spiritual cleanse. This shit is abnormal, fam. And we gotta start making changes. I understand you got a wife and kids, you got a husband and kids, you got a whole career, you got all these leisures and shit that most of the stuff you don't even need. But I'm saying, because you're a victim to the system, you fell into something, you fell into a bondage, and you think this shit is normal, and it's not. And if you look into your soul, talk to your soul, look at yourself in the mirrors, look into your eyes, stare until you get scared. Stare until your face begins to blur. That's when you're really looking at your soul. And talk to yourself and listen, motherfucker, to what your soul say. And you're going to be surprised at the answers. Let me take a sip of this monster. Sorry, my nose is running because it's hot as a bitch. Now, it's not natural. 40 hours a week, that shit is not natural. Now, I'm looking forward to a life wherein because I understand things happen in stages, right? Some of you can't do certain things cold turkey. Most of you can't, in fact. I'm looking forward to a life where if I work a 9 to 5, it's definitely going to be part-time, right? Watch this. If I work, it's because I choose to, not because I have to. Did you see that? Most of us are working because we have to. I am manifesting a lifestyle, a financial situation to where I work because I choose to work, not because I have to. And what I'm doing when I'm not working the job that I choose to work, I'm doing my business on the side. I'm doing my main thing. Because in fact, that part-time job, that's the on-side gig. That's the side bitch. That's the side nigga. You understand? So that's the life I'm manifesting, because I believe that's... Let me tell you something. You are never truly going to be at peace in terms of your purpose and destiny in life, which is tied to your financial situation, until you are doing what you truly love to do, that which gives your soul fulfillment, and you're getting paid for it. I know that was a mouthful. Until you step into doing that which your soul is fulfilled by and you're getting paid for it, you're not living life. I'm telling you that right now. You could be offended all you want, but I'm talking to your soul. I ain't talking to your fucking ego. That shit that was given to you by your government and your country. I'm talking to your soul. And it's the truth. You know it is. So, if I were you, starting today, you hear my beautiful voice. If I were you, I would start to make those changes, lifestyle changes, and go towards what I just painted for you, where you work because you choose to, and that's on the side, and you're doing your purpose full time or part time too, supplementing it or whatever. Let me tell you something. Even in that, watch this. Some of you say, well, I got a business, but you still stressed out as fuck. So you need to look into yourself again and say, okay, I opened my own business. I'm a boss, but is that what you're doing as far as a business? Is that what you're supposed to be doing? Is that what your soul asked for? Or are you doing something that someone painted the imagery for you in your mind that's not really intrinsic to who you are and what you really want to do? Because see, some of you might have your own business, like, okay, you do real estate, but it's like your own business, right? And you do make a lot of money. But your soul really came here to bake cakes, right? That has the energy to heal people of diseases. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm just saying. So you got to look at it. If you're still stressed out as hell, something is still wrong. It's like working out, right? If every time you work out, you're in pain. I'm not talking about, growth or gains, but you're doing a particular workout that's causing you pain, and it's like abnormal. That means that particular workout, you're not supposed to be doing that. Yeah, it's a workout, but it's harmful to you. Do you understand? You'll know when you're in that thing, when you do it, and you're like, it's like heaven every time. You're like high, because you feel so good that you done did it. For some of you, that's charity. For some of you, that's baking cakes. For some of you, that's doing hair. For some of you, that's beautifying people, putting makeup on and doing pedicures. For some of you, it's for some of you, it's engineering. For some of you, it's jewelry making. Do you understand? For some of you, it's fucking. Somebody said, well, how can I get paid fucking? I do not suggest you go into the porn business. To each his own, but I don't suggest that. But if you like fucking, if you truly get fulfillment, I'm saying nothing is impossible. That means you need to be getting into sexual education. I'm helping somebody today. You need to be teaching on sex ed and how to have great sex. You need to be teaching on how to reach orgasm together. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's for somebody that's going to listen to this. Don't let anybody tell you, well, how is having sex a part of your destiny, bitch? There's many aspects of life. Ain't just one thing and shit, you know. It's innumerable destinies and paths your mind couldn't conceive, motherfucker. I'm just saying. Some of you have multifaceted destinies, like myself, which I'm still trying to. I'm trying to figure out all of them together. But you know, that's my mind. It's impossible. But slowly but surely, you understand. And so, make those little changes that are going to give you big results in the long run. To start living your life towards a more holistic view, to where you're less stressed. Drop off some of the stuff, man. Drop off some of the weights. The Bible says, lay aside every weight that so easily besets you, or lay aside those weights that take you off your course easily. Some of the stuff you think you need, you don't need it. Hello, some of you, it's a person. You don't need that motherfucker. All he or she did has since it came into your life. I don't care if the dick or the pussy good. Since they came into your life, it been nothing but stress and hell. The fuck you doing? That person is not good for you. That's a demon. You understand? Get them motherfuckers out your life and live more peacefully. Do you understand? So get out of this Babylon system, slowly but surely. And your soul is not going to regret it. Go towards peace, my nigga. You understand? You're not going to be rich working no job, because you J-O-B, just over broke. And that's what jobs are for. Now, watch what I'm about to say. Somebody say, well, you working a job. You know why? Watch this. I understand my job. Hey, listen to this. Was character development. I'm going to say that again. For some of you, your job is just character development. Some of you, your job is training to own your own business, and how to deal with employees, how not to deal with employees. Hello. Hello. Are you getting it? That's all it is for some of y'all. So in my case, that's what the fuck it is. You understand? But I'm reaching towards that goal, where I'm working, not because I have to, like, oh God, I'm gonna pay these bills. I'm going to work like, all right, I make my little side gig now. When I get in, I'm going to start working on my business. I'm going to take down these clients and do what I love to do. And then eventually go full time and fire your boss. Uh-oh. Some of you are like, what is that? What's that? Yes, you're supposed to fire your boss. Be able to get to the place where you either, watch this, you either have your boss as a client or you fire that motherfucker. You'll get it. Some of you will get what I'm saying. Fire them, boss. You understand? So this system is fucked. And I need you to open your eyes and see it for what it is. And stop being dumb. They're killing us. And it's intentional. They're turning us into slaves. It's intentional. You are a slave to a wage. That's not God's will for your life. I don't give a fuck what nobody tells you. I don't give a fuck how much bills you got to pay and your rent. You're a slave. Now you ask yourself, are you happy being a slave? And if you're in your right mind, I know the fuck not. So what I'm saying is, with all due respect to those who work 9 to 5s, you have some awesome people in 9 to 5s. And I'm not going to say that's not their destiny, because it could be. But I'm talking to you. Those of you who know that shit ain't. No, you know what I'm saying? No shade, but you know that shit ain't. You know it ain't. When you wake up every morning, that alarm clock waking you up when you don't want to go to work. You got to come to work in increment weather to see a motherfucker you probably don't even like, who is your boss. Come on now. You know that you know that shit is true, what I'm telling you. So get the fuck out of it. But again, in stages. But don't be just sitting, yeah, that's a good message. No, work towards it, motherfucker. At least visualize it. Because when you visualize it and you see it as real and you start to feel it, it's going to, these little, exercises and experiences which are going to manifest to make it come to pass is going to start coming up. You understand? I'm just saying. I'm a prophet. So whatever I speak comes to pass. So don't just hear this message and, like I said, be put off by the colorful language and miss what the Spirit is saying. Because some of you so caught up in the messenger, you missed the motherfucking message. Hello. So whatever I speak comes to pass. So if I'm giving you this message now and you're watching it, it's for you. You one of them. And you probably going to share it with somebody who one of them too. So start in the mind, visualizing that life to where you're freed from all forms of slavery, including a job. You're free from all conditions that cause you stress. That's causing you, okay, you might say, well, my job is a good job. I'm not stressed. I love it. Da, 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 da. But what I'm saying is if it's keeping you from going to bed at a proper time at night, your job is out of alignment. Period. I don't care how much they paying you. It's out of alignment. If your ass going to bed late at night, waking up early in the morning, your house is going to fall at some point. It's vain. You're not in holistic living. I don't care how much they're paying you. I don't give a fuck. The benefits 401k is not natural. Period. You see, some of you are going to struggle with this message. I know you are. Some of you are probably real pissed off at me right now because your job is your God. Your job is your God. You know what I'm saying? I was telling somebody, and as I'm coming to a close, like a preacher, I was telling somebody at my job, I was like, yo, I said, how I know America's a sham? I said, and they don't give a fuck about us? I said, there are two classes or curriculums, if you will, that should have been mandatory in every American school. Probably more, but I'm going to give you two that I know for sure. First and foremost, and it's so fucked up because in other countries, they have exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I'm telling you, I don't get strapped to America, because if the spirit say move to another country, bitch, you better move. I'm just saying. There's two classes that I know for sure America should have instituted long time ago. That's how I know they're full of fuckery. And they spend billions on some dumb shit. Two classes I know for sure. Watch what I'm about to say. The first class, which I think is the most important one, how to survive. And when I say how to survive, I mean in nature or in terms of nuclear fallout, how to survive on your own, how to survive if civilization falls and you have to live in nature, how to fish, how to hunt, how to make makeshift weapons and shit. You understand? How to make a tent, how to make a boat. What herbs is native to this land that you can use for healing. You understand? See, and I'm like, see, America's a piece of shit. Because if you really cared about the citizens, you would have if you want to indoctrinate us with something, indoctrinate us with how to survive, motherfucker. That's what you needed to do. That would have made perfect sense. Don't think America gonna stand. No, America's gonna fucking fall at some point. For the wickedness it has done, oh yeah, America's gonna get judged as a motherfucker. People talking about Christian prophets talking about pray for America, God bless America. No, God damn America. God curse America for the shit it has done and is continuing to do. You understand? Fuck this place. I ain't praying for America. Fuck out of here with that. Hell fucking no. This is a slave nation. Fuck, I'm praying for my slave master for. I want that motherfucker to die. Everybody can't handle that spirit, but I'm talking for the slaves, motherfucker. Die. Tupac Ashe. So, So that would have been the most important class. Do you see that class anywhere? Hell fucking no. Current events. The fuck y'all talking about? Motherfucker, teach me how to survive in the wild, bitch. So that lets you know right then and there. When America falls, notice I said when. When she falls, right? Most of y'all are going to die just off of starvation alone because you don't know how to do shit. So you will be eating and drinking off of the government. So it's like you're going to even more become their fucking slave because you don't know how to do nothing. So as a prophet, as I'm speaking, the best thing you need to do right now is get one of the manuals I was telling you about, survival manuals. Get one. There's a million and one. Just pick the best one. Go to Amazon and just type in 5 stars and pick the best one and make that be your Bible. Listen to me. I'm prophesying. Do not disobey what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is going to come to pass. Don't think it's not going to happen in your time. Okay, it's people that don't listen to prophetic voices, they suffer. But you'll never say you was never told. Go get that fucking book. Okay? Don't ask me which one to get, because I told you it's 1,001 of them out there. Get the highest rated one. I don't care how much it costs. Just make an investment. Read the reviews. Get the survival book, whichever one that is. So if America cared, that would have been the first mandatory class. The second class it's kind of 2 in 1. Second class is like domestic class. How to have a home. But / business. So they should have had a business / domestics class. So since America likes capitalism, we'll turn everybody into businessmen. Teach us business, bitch. Teach us how to be bosses. But they don't want to do that because they need workers. Hello. Like I said, it's probably more mandatory classes, but them two for sure, yeah. America should have been on top of that. But I see places like Russia and stuff. They teach their civilians how to shoot. Somebody say, well, that's da-da-da-da. Bitch, they need to know how to shoot. Hello. Just in case they get invaded and they run out of soldiers, the average civilian knows how to defend themselves with basic weapons. America ain't doing that bullshit because America likes slaves. You white listening to this, your ass is a motherfucking slave too. Ain't just black folk, your ass is a slave too. Period. Let me be careful because I don't want to say certain things and end up on the radar, but I'm just saying. This system is fucked and you need to start making changes. If not for nothing, just start with visualization. Okay? And start getting yourself free. Deliverance is a process. It ain't going to happen overnight. Some of you are much further ahead on what I'm talking about in terms of your liberation. I say to you, pray for the rest of us. But start somewhere and get out of this fucking system. I'm telling you, it's not good for you and it's not natural. This is VDM TV. My name is Voyager Shemayim. God bless you. Thank you for listening. I pray that you stay through the whole video. Please like again, comment again, share again, subscribe again. If you would like a 30-minute tarot card reading, oracle card reading, that's $30, $25, I mean. 25 minutes for $25. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. I take my time and I get into the spirit and I say to you what needs to be said over YouTube video, which can be done privately or publicly. You let me know. But when you're giving the donation in the Cash App, make sure in the notes section you put your name and email so I know how to contact you. Go ahead and get your reading right now. Right now. If you like your messages raw and uncut, I'll bring that same energy to you in the reading. Get your message right now. I love you all. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.